Hello, welcome to BQ Prime. You watching Earnings with BQ, and my guest today is from PVR INOX, Sanjeev Bijli, who is the ED of the company, and Gaurav Sharma, who is the Senior Vice President, Corporate Finance at INOX, PVR INOX. Mr. Bijli, let me begin with you. It's been a very good quarter for you. Good footfalls, good amount, highest amount of revenues. Can you give me a perspective of how the quarter has been with respect to film releases and the kind of revenue that you've collected?
Yes, we're very happy with this quarter. Quarter two has been exceptional. We've actually recorded highest footfalls, highest ATP, highest SPH on all parameters. We've achieved highest numbers ever. We've just declared a revenue of about 2,000 crores, EBITDA of 477 crores. And footfalls of about 48.4 million people who visited the cinemas in this quarter, which translates to about 32% occupancy, which is pretty much more or less as what we had used to achieve before COVID.
Mm-hmm. Give me a sense of what has been the trend in the movie business, because we saw two big Hindi movies coming in, Gadar and Jawan coming in, and Pathan as well. Give me a sense of how it is looking, and especially in the southern markets, you've been venturing into that market as well. How's that market looking for you?
Well, Hindi films have performed very well in this particular quarter. Jawan and Gadar, and even some smaller films like Dream Girl 2 and OMG 2 did very well. And I think those are the films that kind of galvanized the box office together and gave us these kind of admissions and very high admissions. In South India also, we had Jailer with Rajnikant that released in August, which did very well. And South India still remains to be a very important market for us. A huge number of box office numbers come from there, and approximately 40% of our screen count is out of South India. So we're focusing on all markets, be it South, West, East, or North. But there is a lot more focus on South India for us as far as development and growth is concerned, because the movie-going index there is much higher.
Mm-hmm. Gaurav, come in here. On the margins, 36% margins which you clocked for the quarter. Do you see enough room to go up? And give me a sense of how your net debt position is at this point in time.
Yeah, the 36% margin is a reported margin post IFRS 16. But if you look at pre-IFRS 16, we did a 22.1% cash EBITDA margin, which is the highest ever EBITDA margin in the history of PVR INOX. Obviously, as Mr. Kumar said, this quarter was exceptionally good. So if you look at the next few months, the pipeline of movies looks pretty exciting across Hindi, regional, and English films. It all depends, how these movies perform at the box office. That will determine the admissions, revenue, and margins. But we are confident that if these movies do well, we will be able to sustain the margin momentum and growth trajectory that we have delivered in quarter two.
Mr. Bijli, Q3 is going to be even better because lots of movies coming in, not just in the south but also in the north, including Tiger coming out during Diwali. How do you see Q3 panning out at this point in time? I know finally it's the viewer who's going to decide how the movie is going to do, but what's looking like?
No, the lineup is very strong, as you said today. Today Leo came out in the south, which is doing phenomenally well. And we have Tiger in November. We have Tejas at the end of October. Then we have some big releases in December: Dunki, Salar, Animal, Sam Bahadur, Merry Christmas, Yodha, and some English movies as well, some big English films. So I'm hoping the number of admissions, if not the same as Q2, but they'll be kind of like shade up and down of Q2. But we're hoping for some aggressive admission numbers in Q3 as well.
Do you expect your occupancy rate to go beyond 32-33%, which has been the kind of thing pre-COVID as well? Because is there a way you can increase your occupancy level?
No, of course, there are very many ways we can increase our occupancy levels, and that's what we really keep focusing on. But you have to remember that content is something which is important, which is not in our hands. And sometimes content works, sometimes content doesn't. But from our end, of course, we make this, leave no stone unturned in terms of providing a lot of marketing support, personalization, offers. We had an F&B offer which we launched 3 months ago, 99 rupee combos on the weekdays. And just on Monday, we've also launched a ticket price combo, which is called the Passport. It's a subscription program for 699 rupees. You can watch 10 films on Monday to Thursday. So we obviously keep trying all these promotions and pushing the marketing and personalization engines to ensure more and more people come into the cinemas to watch movies, which obviously translates into higher occupancy and higher admissions.
How is this passport service doing actually? It's getting enough traction in that kind of segment, Monday to Thursday?
It's a little early to say. We only launched it on Monday, and it's a pilot that we've launched in select cities. So we'll have to give it some time to actually see the proof in the pudding.
Does it also mean that you will have to realign some of your new movie listings, which that normally comes on a Thursday or a Friday, to a little earlier to get more people into the theaters?
No, there is already a lot of flexibility as far as movie release dates is concerned. It's not that traditional Friday release business at all anymore. As I said, Leo came out today, which is a Thursday. Tiger is coming out on a Sunday, on Diwali day. So there's a lot of flexibility already in the last 2-3 years, where producers especially are taking these calls to not release films traditionally on a Friday, but actually sometimes also release it on a Sunday or a Wednesday, or a Thursday, depending upon the holiday weekends. So this being a long holiday weekend for Dussehra, Leo decided to release it on Thursday. So there's still a lot of flexibility as far as release dates are concerned.
Mm-hmm. Sanjeev, give me a sense of the net debt position that you have.
Gaurav, would you like to?
Yeah, we as of end of September, we've reported a net debt of 1,100 crores, which is a substantial reduction from the figure that we reported in March. Our March net debt was about 1,548 crores. So we have actually reduced our net debt by about 325 crores in this first half of this financial year.
Given the kind of exhibition that is happening now in the business, do you expect to end the year on a net cash positive basis?
Yes, we expect.
Yes, Sanjeev.
Yes, absolutely, we do. Yes.
Okay. Give me also a sense of how some of your new theaters are doing with respect to responses, because you came up with 68 new screens. How are they doing, and what is the plan of action to bring up more screens, and where all these are coming?
Well, the new 68 screens that we've opened up in the last year, they've been doing very well. We've opened in all geographies, Jaipur, Patna. Patna is proving it to be a great market for us because it was very uncharted. We've also opened some new screens in down south, in Mumbai and Delhi. And going forward also, we're looking between the 2 quarters. I think Q3 and Q4, we should be adding 40 screens each in every quarter. And again, it's a mixed bag. We obviously are a company that's very conscious of not leaving markets which are already established, and we get a good opportunity there, such as Bangalore, Chennai, Pune, Mumbai. We're adding screens there as well. There are pockets in every metropolitan city which are unserviced. And at the same time, we're also looking at tapping uncharted markets. For example, we're opening new cinemas in Bhubaneswar, we're not present, Jodhpur, Ajmer, and some other places in South India, like Machilipatnam, which are smaller centers, but they also have a lot of high propensity to watch movies.
Do you see a propensity to spend more as well? Because while your average F&B spend has gone up to 136, and average ticket price has also gone up to 276 from 221. Do you see propensity to spend more as well?
By the consumers?
By the consumers?
Yes, I think so. I think basically our trajectory and their spending on entertainment is a function of the growth of the economy. And we all know that India is growing, not just in the metros, but also in the tier two, tier three cities. And as people become more aspirational, people consume good products and entertainment products, especially. We're very confident that they'll start also spending more on
Gaurav, uh, if you,
environment.
yeah, you're saying something, Mr. Bijli.
Yeah, so I think providing entertainment and film watching in a very clean, high tech environment, and we also have a lot of formats, and I think we're investing largely in formats such as director's cut, Insignia, IMAX, 4DX. These are differentiated products which you can't replicate at home at all, and these are the kind of formats the consumers are willing to pay extra for because this kind of movie going experience is unmatched.
Uh, what is the kind of share that you have of the global box office collections, especially for some of the Hindi movies? Is it also increasing for you, especially the domestic collection, the share PVR has for on those collections?
Gaurav, on Hindi movies or English movies?
Hindi and English, and as a whole.
Yeah,
Hindi, of course. Yeah.
On the Hindi movies, our market share ranges anywhere between 30 to 35%. Typically, if it's an urban focused movie, our market share could be even higher on the overall India box office collections. And English movie, obviously, PVR is dominant in tier one and metros where English movies do exceptionally well. And therefore, our contribution to the English Hollywood box office in India is higher than what we do in other languages.
Mhm. Sanjeev, give me a sense of how single, because you are in this industry and you're looking at this industry from a top-down approach. Give me a sense how single screen theaters are working, because it seems that with the Gadar movie, we had a lot of revival of some of the single screen theaters. Is that right? Perspective to have?
Absolutely. I think single screens also still have their own space in the entire microcosm of cinemas all across the country. And the division of single screens between multiplex is still about 50-50 from the total number of screens. And single screens are highly prevalent in markets down south and in places like UP, in North India. They're not that much prevalent in metros anymore, such as Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. And they also contribute hugely to the success of the film. They seem to be a backbone of the Indian film industry, especially when the films such as Gadar or Jawan are very massy. And they obviously help in terms of, penetrating down to places across the country where we have not been able to open cinemas yet. So they're a large part in terms of contributing to the box office and overall success of the film.
It also opens up opportunity for you, right, to open up theaters in these cities. Sanjeev? Gaurav, my question to you is on, on the admissions side, you have been clocking around 48.4 million people footfalls. Do you see this to grow as your occupancy rate also goes up? And this new passport scheme which you brought in between Monday to Thursday, what kind of increase that you see can you see from from a viewer point of view, from the initial days of what is the kind of reception that you've got from for that scheme?
We've actually just launched it on Monday, and it's too soon to gauge its response. But so far, the first 2-3 days, the response has been fairly good. We've managed to sell about 2,000 vouchers. It's a pilot. It's a controlled experiment, which is what we tend to do with new initiatives that we take out. But I think the intent is very clear that we should be able to provide such a facility to our consumers on weekdays when occupancies are low, so they are able to consume films at a much lower price. And as you said, these are the various strategies that our company and team, be it on F&B or formats or pricing, this is what we keep focusing on, keep doing something new every time, so that we can take these occupancies up from the current levels of 32-33% and entice more people to come and watch cinemas.
Give me a sense of, Sanjeev, we had that National Film Day at tickets at 99. How does these events help you? Do they help you in a big way to fill up your screens normally on what do you call a weekday, like a Monday to Thursday?
Absolutely. And I think, again, you've mentioned one of the initiatives which we started last year, and this is the second National Cinema Day, and it's something which is very common in the US and West. 99 rupees was an exceptional price, and we managed to clock in almost 11 lakh admissions on one single day when we had the National Cinema Day. So this is again one of those marketing strategies to drive footfalls, and it was very well received.
So do you think that something similar should be tried maybe every quarter?
I don't know. I'm not sure every quarter, but every 6 months for sure. Every 6 months, or is something that we're comfortable with.
Because even if you sell the tickets for 99, the F&B will be at the same price, right?
F&B was also discounted, yes, but it's just that we obviously end up attracting a very different demographic at this ticket price, and they don't consume that much F&B. But it's good to have these also. As I said, it's all a bouquet of marketing efforts and pricing promotions. Is that something which the team keeps looking at to ensure that we keep getting people back to the cinemas?
Mm-hmm. Sanjeev and Gaurav, it was a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you very much for joining us on BQ Prime.
Thank you so much. Nice to speak to you. Thanks.